where does the money come from? You'll see there's something called a rest adjuster mechanism. For every kilowatt hour that you use, that is what you pay. The residential cap is $4.50 per home per bill. And the other caps for small commercial, large commercial, and industrial are right there as well. So it's a significant amount of money that we're all paying. These are our programs. These are the technologies that we support. The conforming technologies on the residential and the commercial side. Most of you are probably concerned about 99.9% of what we see being installed is solar electric and solar thermal hot water. Southern Arizona is not a good place for windmills, yet the technology, the wind isn't strong enough. If there's an improvement in windmill technology, perhaps we'll see more installations. If you live in Vail and think it's windy, I hate to break it to you, it's not. So be very careful if you're going to be doing a wind installation to ask questions like what is the category of wind, and to find out from the manufacturer what the mile per hour wind speed needs to be annualized to support a windmill. The question was asked, why is there no incentive payment for pool heating? The answer is, when you see a residential pool heating system, usually the flat coils on a roof, it extends the swimming season by about a month on both sides. That does not offset the power consumption significantly enough to incent the system. It'll pay for itself pretty quickly. If we were to see different technologies employed to extend the swimming season for 12 months, so you could have a 90, 93 degree pool all year round, and then we may see the increased likelihood of having a residential pool program. On the commercial side, that's exactly what you see, is the commercial pools that are open 24/7 need to have 90, 89, 90 degree water often year round. So that could change. Talk a little bit about the solar hot water systems that we've seen in Tucson. This is a very new program to incent. We've been participating in renewable energy for a long time. We have one of the former fathers of renewable energy in the United States, Tom Hansen, was a vice president in our company. He retired last year and is still on contract with us. So we're not new to the game. We were new to incenting solar hot water systems. Between June 1st, 2008 and I guess December 31st, 2008, we saw 171 solar hot water systems that saved 474,000 kilowatt hours. The average system size is just under 3,000 kilowatt hours in savings. And we're seeing a payback. If any of you guys want to know, the real questions need to be directed to the people who do it for a business, but a payback between 3 and 5 years. It's a no-brainer technology. Everybody should be doing it. And when somebody says, hey, did you do it on your house? If my wife and I weren't moving, it would be that we have a small house and we're fixing to move. Tell me good luck because the market's awesome. But it's a no-brainer. And for us, as a utility, we are mandated to see these kilowatt hours. That's what we're doing. We're trying to achieve energy production as a percentage of our retail sales. Solar hot water is a very efficient technology. It gives us a lot of kilowatt hours for the money. So it's a good use of your money. It's a good use of my money to support these types of systems. Our goal in 2009 is to go from 171 to 293. And it's funny, when I set a department goal that we have no control of, all we can do is encourage, shift our advertising money, do radio spots to help you guys get us to 293 hot water systems in 2009. So let's get going. I mentioned the shift in marketing emphasis. Just be prepared to hear some pretty cool radio ads and to watch TV, put some commercials out to support solar hot water. Okay. Take this slide with a grain of salt. Okay. Every single system installation cost and payback is site dependent. Okay. So don't write this down and hold the installers to these numbers or me. But you might see a system like this, solar hot water. It's not very sexy, but believe me, it works, and it's one of the best things out there. It costs about $5 grand. The typical TEP incentive, and I'm saying incentive and not rebate because I should have said this before, we are buying the renewable energy credits for 20 years. This is a real purchase program, okay? We're incenting these projects about $1,500 a shot. It's a maximum of $1,750, but when we do the calculations, it averages about $1,500. Then you get a federal tax credit and a state tax credit. And for this system, the total incentive combined is about $3 grand. So at the end of the day, you're paying the difference between those and the paybacks. If you're saving 3,000 kilowatt hours, and the average consumption in southern Arizona is about 11,000 kilowatt hours, you're going to see about a quarter reduction on your bill. That depends on when you shower and some behavioral things. So this is a general guideline for what you can expect to pay, what you can expect to get. But it doesn't bother me if you want to ask questions right now.
I was going to ask, is that TEP incentive there for you if you're on a gas system?
Yes. The question was, is the incentive okay if you're on a gas system? That's great.
The other utilities like Tricor, are they under the same mandate?
Similar mandate. The major utilities, Tucson Electric Power, APS, SRP, the big in Unisource Energy, we have a higher mandate that is more money, more retail sales. The co-ops do operate under a mandate, and they pay a slightly different incentive structure. I would suggest you go to their website to find out differences, and I know that you're Kevin familiar with them. You may want to save that question for them. Solar PV. One thing we've seen in the 10 years, 11, 12 years that we've been involved with residential photovoltaic is an increase in the system size. It used to be kind of a little experiment people were doing. That's changed. Now the average system size is 4 kilowatts in Tucson. If you want to say how much energy does that produce, we see across all of our systems in this city an average of 1,700 kilowatt hours per kilowatt installed. Okay, so if you're doing research and you say how much is this going to produce, and you go to the National Renewable Energy Laboratory and it says 1,850, or you go someplace in New Jersey and it says 1,500 something, for Tucson right now, we're seeing 17 kWh per kW. The payback is about 20 years. And again, that depends on your appetite for tax and the system size. And there have been some changes in the way the government is subsidizing renewable energy. So just pay attention to what's coming out of Washington and see these things go down. Now, can you put a price tag on the impact of the environment? I don't think so. Depends on who you are and I guess your worldview. We have 559 systems installed in Tucson since, I think, 1997. Our goal in 2009 is 139 systems. That's exactly what we saw in 2008. We're not seeing necessarily a increase in demand, but we are seeing an increase in how big the systems are. We have a change in our program. We've said $3 a watt installed. If you build a new home, and it is a guaranteed home, which basically means that it goes through a rigorous process of energy efficiency standards. Oh, that's great. Can you hear me? Thank you. If you build a new house and it's a guaranteed home, then the incentive goes up to $3.50 a watt. This is the trend line for systems installed. That's totaled up to 559. There's the general guideline for the math that you're going to do on these systems. Okay? Again, it depends on how big it is, it depends on the type of panels. There's a lot of factors. You may spend 25 grand, $3 a watt, you get 9 grand back from us. We've got federal and state incentives. There's your total. Do the difference, $11,000. If you're using 11,000 kilowatt hours a year, you're going to pay for it in about 20 years.